Hello everyone, my channel is alive! Welcome back to Melanie On Demand. For those who are new here, I am Melanie, and just like you, I once dreamed of coming to Canada, and now I am living the dream. I started as an international student in 2017, graduated and became a foreign worker in 2019, and then finally became a permanent resident in 2020. In this channel, I'm sharing tips and tricks about the international student to permanent resident pathway to help you make your Canadian dream come true. I miss being here and I miss making videos for all of you guys. It's been a long time since I uploaded my last YouTube video, but I want to thank all of you for continuously supporting me. I'm so happy to find out that you guys are actually learning from the videos that I made. And it's so amazing how this channel grew to 4,000 subscribers organically despite my absence. I'm sorry about that. But there's so many life updates that I want to share with you, like how we bought our first home here in Canada. But I'm going to share it with you in the following episodes, not in this one. So meanwhile, let's get back to work and pick up where we left off. We are still in the Canada Study Permit Application Series, my humble attempt of explaining to you how to apply for a study permit here in Canada. And it's based on my own understanding and experiences, okay? Just a disclaimer, guys, I'm not an immigration consultant or I'm not a professional in this field, but I am a successful do-it-yourself applicant from start to end of the process. And as they say, experience is the best teacher, so here I am sharing my experiences to you. So we can reach as many people as possible, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell for new uploads notification. In this video series, we have already completed part 1, which is the pre-application self-assessment. If you haven't watched it yet, you can go to my channel's playlist and binge watch all the 6 episodes so far. I highly recommend that you watch those videos before starting your application, as there are a number of important factors that you have to carefully consider before deciding to pursue the student to PR pathway here in Canada. We are starting part 2 today, which is the step-by-step application process. Just like part 1, it will involve a number of videos so that we can fully cover the subject of interest. I also plan to collaborate with international students who recently got study permit approval so that you can relate to their experiences as well. Now let's move on to our topic for today. In order for you to have a successful application, it is essential that you know how to navigate the Government of Canada website as a resource. In fact, it should be your best friend. This is where you can find all the correct information for your study permit application. And the best part is, it is all free. The information is out there for you to understand. You just need to invest your time and attention. Even if you're not a DIY applicant, let's say you want to work with an authorized representative for your application. Hopefully you're working with an authorized representative, not a bogus one. This is where they get their information as well. So I think it is an advantage if you are familiar with the website ahead of time so that you can ask them intelligent questions, and if they cannot answer you, well, you know what to do, right? I know we're all unique people and we tend to view this website differently. For some people, it's very straightforward and easy to find what they're looking for. But for some, it is confusing and overwhelming to have all those information at once. But don't worry, guys. For today, I will highlight several pages from the Government of Canada website that will help you in your application. especially the immigration section that contains relevant reading materials, tools, and search functions that will be useful for your application. Now for this section though, I will limit my discussion to Government of Canada websites only. But for the next section, I will give you more free resources that I use personally to interpret and supplement my immigration research. So be ready to take down notes, take screenshots, because I promise you, these are lifesavers. It all starts here. This homepage, Study in Canada as an International Student. There are tons of information for you here. The pages that we will look at today mostly will come from this page. The link for this can be found in the description box below. You'll find the latest update about COVID-19 policies in Canada right here. You want to visit this page regularly because it gets updated every now and then. Some of the changes might directly affect you, so I suggest you bookmark this page so you won't miss any news. Now, going back to the homepage, you might want to check out this Come to Canada tool. This basically asks you questions to check your eligibility for the different pathways to Canada. It's kind of like a screening tool. Answer the questions based on your current situation and let the tool evaluate what pathways are applicable to you. Or play with your answers to see what pathway opens for you if you are able to comply with a certain requirement. You'll be surprised. Maybe you don't need to study to immigrate anymore. Just take note that this tool will ask you general questions only, so it will give you a high-level overview of the pathways. The rest is still up to you to research. Next is all about the study permit process. You can find here most of the information you'll need for your application. There are lots of things to pick up here, from eligibility requirements, getting the right documents, the application process, and preparation for arrival should you be approved to come to Canada as an international student. Looking closely at the requirements list, it includes the proof of acceptance to a Canadian institution, that is your letter of acceptance or LOA, proof of identity, your passport, as well as proof of financial support, the funds you need to have for your application. The funds will differ depending on how many family members will come with you to Canada and whether you are applying to the province of Quebec or not. I will go through this topic of proof of funds more in depth in future episodes. So again, make sure you are subscribed to my channel and is being notified every time I upload a new video so you won't miss it. Also included in the documents that you need is the letter of explanation or LOE. Some call it study plan or some call it statement of purpose SOP. They're all the same. This is a letter which explains why you want to study in Canada, that you understand your responsibilities as a student, plus many more. This is also another separate video, so make sure you are stay tuned. There are a few more documents needed as listed here in this page, depending on your current situation and where you are applying from. Yes, depending on where you are submitting your application, it might call for other documents based on the visa office instructions. Go to this page, then select your country, then get documents. And because I chose Philippines, this is showing the appropriate application package. And here in the second bullet, you can download the specific visa office instructions, in this case, for Manila office. Scrolling down here, you'll see that this is suited for the applicants from the Philippines because for police certificates, it is talking about NBI certificate. Let's try another country to compare, say India. So the same thing, click the second bullet and download the PDF. So here's the file. It is a visa office instructions for Bangalore, Chandigarh, and New Delhi. As we scroll down here, there are more information about GICs in this visa office instruction compared to the Manila visa office instruction. And there's even a list of acceptable financial institutions for education loan. So yeah, it can be different from one visa office to another. For countries without a visa office, there will be a designated visa office in a country near you where you can submit your application. If we look at this page, type in Manila, from the search results, it is showing that there are 18 countries or territories that can apply to the Canadian visa office in Manila. Note that here, this is a part of the process for paper application. However, if you are doing an online application, this is also a good supplement. Now, whether you're applying online or by paper, you will need to fill out immigration forms. This is a very crucial part because wrong or missing information can lead to the refusal of your application. This specific instruction guide 5269 provides a more detailed explanation about applying for study permit outside Canada. This application guide is designed for foreign nationals who wish to come to Canada to study. Follow this guide to understand the frequently asked questions, common definitions, required documents, and filling out the immigration forms. Let's say you want to fill out IMM 1294, which is a mandatory form if you are applying for study permit. There is a guide for each question, as you can see here. Isn't that cool? Another form is the family information, IMM 5645 or IMM 5707. You can also find information about the fees. As you can see here, the study permit application is only 150 Canadian dollars. Then, you and your dependent will be needing to do biometrics upon request, and that is a part of the fees as well. And finally, application submission. So pretty much you can find the whole process here. Make sure you read this guide carefully as the information listed here can make or break your application. If you have a question related to your application, chances are someone already thought of that question before. IRCC compiles the answers to frequently asked questions in Help Center. So there's a high probability that you can find the answers here in the Help Center. Let's search, can I work while studying? Here you can see an answer from IRCC in layman's term, easier to understand. And they also provide additional information. Just follow the link and read along. Now, if you cannot find the answer to your question, maybe because it's too specific to your own application, you can ask IRCC themselves by using IRCC Webform. As a DIYer, you should know this golden tip. Even if you think that you have the same experience as another applicant, there are some parts of it that is different as well. So you should learn how to spot the difference and act accordingly. And what better way to do that rather than to ask the expert, ask IRCC themselves. Here are some scenarios where you can take advantage of this web form to ask IRCC directly. Just go over this list to see if your request is here. Scrolling down, you'll see that this is a web-based form where you need to select the type of inquiry and provide applicant information. This is because it is a documented evidence which can be linked or traced back to your application. In that way, IRCC can get back to you with an answer that is tailored for your situation. We will refer to this web form multiple times in this video series, so take note of this website. Another pro tip for you guys, while that IRCC web form is great, there's another option that you can do. So the IRCC web form that I showed you is the one that caters for all the applications to Canada. So imagine the volume of inquiries that they are receiving each day. But if you know that you applied to a specific visa office, there is an IRCC web form dedicated for that specific visa office. Here's how you'll get there. Remember this link, Visa Offices Outside Canada? Choose your preferred country and visa office. Here in Contact Us section, you'll see the case-specific web form link. Click that, scroll down to Tell Us More. Answer the questions and then go to the web form. So here you'll see this is the IRCC web form for Manila. Now you can bookmark this page for your convenience so you don't have to go through all the steps again. Going back to the Contact Us section, there is an email address that you can use to email them directly. Not sure how fast you're gonna get a reply from them, but it's probably worth the try. Also, the visa office general contact information. Wow, we've covered a lot for today. Now that you know that those web pages exist and you know the specific keywords, you can always do a good old Google search to get you to that specific website. I just want to show you how to navigate the Government of Canada website and how they're all interconnected. Also, the main goal of this video is to make you aware that those resources are out there for free. You just need to know how to find them and how to use them in your application. So how many of those websites are you familiar with? I hope you picked up a thing or two from me today. If you learned from this video, please give it a like, and I would really appreciate if you can just drop me a little thank you in the comment section. Thank you so much for your time today. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for notification so that you won't miss the next video, because there are more. This is just the half of it. There's a second installment to this section, still from the Government of Canada website, that you need to know if you are applying for a study permit in Canada. Again, guys, these resources are free for you to use, so please take advantage of it. So that's it for me for today. See you on my next video, and always be safe. Bye!